Hi everyone, my name is Kumar. I did Masters in Computer Science. I have around 10 plus years of experience in IT. I have been providing online training since 2010. So far, I have trained 20,000 students through online. I teach QA manual testing, UFT, ALM, Selenium, and Jira. So in this course, I am going to teach how to work with ALM, and today our first session, so how to install ALM 12.5 version. First, we need to download ALM 12.5 from the link, the below link. This is the link. So in this link, we have to download. And prerequisites for ALM installation is hardware minimum requirements: CPU quad-core AMD 64 processor or equivalent 86 x86 compatible processor. So RAM should be 8 GB minimum, and free disk space should be 8 GB minimum. And software requirements are: operating system is Microsoft Server 2002 R2, and for that database server is Microsoft SQL Server 2014, and web servers are Microsoft IIS 8.5. And if it is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6X or 64-bit operating system, Oracle 12c, and web servers are Apache 2.2. And first we need to create a td_db_admin username in the database. To open SQL Server 2012, SQL Management Studio with your Windows authentication, and go to database. So now there is no database for ALM, so we need to create one database. So go to security, and here login under security login. You see there is no, there is already td_db_admin is there. So I already created. So how to create this login? Select a new login, and here td_db_admin, and this is SQL authentication, and the required password we have to enter. And this is not enforced password policy is not required. Unselect it and go to user mapping, server rules, and here server rules we have to select, and here DB creator and the server admin, security admin. We have to select these two roles and click OK. So already I have created, that's why it is giving error message. So anyway, I am closing this one. I am logging with this user ID and password, and now I am logging with my Windows Server SQL Server authentication, and this is my login name, and I am entering my password for that. And click on connect. So now I have created this user. So this is first step that we need to do it. So once you have created user in the DB, so we have to check that user is having sufficient privileges or not. So we need to execute these three queries. Okay. So I already copied here. So first create the database query. So I'm changing the database name as 116 and I'm executing it. Okay. So it is executed. That means the database creative permissions are have available for that user, and use this database name. One more query I am executing it. QC116. So this is also successfully executed. And the third query is this query. Syslogin is having this, privileges or not. We have to execute it. So it is also executed. So if these three queries are executed successfully, means we can able to install our ALM 12.5. Now go to SQL Server configuration management. SQL Server configuration management, and select SQL Server network configuration, and here select this TCP IP and right click properties IP address. So this IP address TCP port should be 1433. If it is not there, type 1433 and click OK. And go to SQL Server services, and this is the service. Right click and restart it. So now it will be restarted. So now it is restarted, and close it. And ALM 12.5 downloaded folder, this one, open it and right click on setup and run as administrator and click on ALM platform Windows. So now it is installing. So now welcome screen came. Select next. So now select next and select I accept license terms. And use evaluation key. And select next. Use default values of existing configuration. Do not select it all. So now I think it is a tricky part here. Select SQL Server. SQL Server SQL authentication. DB host name should be, we are installing in local server. Select local. Local host. And DB port number keep 1433. And admin DB admin username that we have created, TD underscore DB underscore admin, and the password that we have entered in the database, same password we have to use it. Click on next. And here site schema name, by default it is QC site admin underscore DB, and the password should be TD. I have mentioned here. So TD. The same password you have to enter. Click next. And here use default values for passphrase. Select it and enter some name like it should be between 12 to 255 characters. And click next. Okay, click next. Continue. And this is site administrator user ID, user role we have to create here. Username I am giving ALM 12. Password also same thing, ALM 12. ALM 12. So I am noting down here. Click next. Click next again. Services. Okay, it is ALM service. So do not enter anything. Select next. That's it. And here by default to service HTTP port it is displaying. So do not change anything. Just click next. And here you select none and click next. So now it is the installation summary. This is the path, installation type primary version 12.5, deployment path, database, local host, database port, site administrator, database name, repository path. Okay, user name this one, site administrator user ID, and login location, login file location, all these things it is automatically taken. Click on install button. Now it is getting installed. So now installation is completed. Okay, it will show this message. Click next. So now it is executing that file. It will take some time. So now the installation completed successfully. Click on done. So now you will see one home page for ALM 12.5. So this is ALM application lifecycle management home page. So now we have to create users first initially. This is a site administrator site administration page. Click on that. And before that I want to save this one in the notepad, the link. And now click on site administration. It is navigating to site administration page. and we have user ID and password for ALM site administration page that we have created during the installation. So ALM 12 is the user ID and same thing is password. ALM 12 and password also ALM 12. Click on login. So here in site administration module we can create domains and projects users. So now I am going to create a domain. So my domain name is test ALM 12. Click OK. And now I have to create a project as well. Project, when you click on create project button, it is navigating to create project pop-up window, and click next. The project name you can enter, for example test demo. Project name is test demo. Click next and keep it like that, same thing. Click next and click OK. Click again next. Okay, so this is the create project. Select extensions to activate to this project. Whichever extension, whichever module you want, you can select it. So application lifecycle intelligence, if you want, select it. And ALM lab also, if you want, you can select. Dev extension also, if you select. Model. So now click next. Yes, create it. Now your project will be created. Project name is test demo. Now test demo was created successfully. Click yes. Anyway, this is lab management. We don't need minimize this one. And we need to create users, site users. So now ALM 12 is one user is already there, and now I am going to create another user, Kumar, and enter the description and email ID, full name if you want, you can enter it. Click OK. So Kumar is user ID and password. Okay, password you can enter. SCA is password, small SA. Click OK. So password was created successfully. So now this user I have to map to particular project. Okay, so select to user projects, and here again select to projects, and this is test ALM is our domain, and this is our project, and select this project and add it. Okay, so now this user is having this project. So Kumar already is having. Okay, a map to this project, and if you want you can give project administrator privileges. So now we have created domain test ALM 12 and project test demo, and we have created one user name is Kumar, and we have given project administration privileges to that user. And now log out and go to ALM again. This this one. And now desktop, ALM desktop client, select this one, and this is for client, click OK. And here you have to enter your user ID, ALM user ID and password. Kumar is username, password is ACA, and authenticate. So applicable domain names and project names are displaying, and login. So now you have logged into QC successfully, and now you can work with ALM. You can work with ALM. Okay, thank you.